What's up, everybody? It's Josh, and I'm here with another Life is a King podcast. And Emma's over. No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. That would just be.
That would be funny.
And Emma's over there on the couch, just not being over here right next to me. No, hey, this is how we do things in our house. This is how we podcast. We got our own rules. I wasn't serious, but.
Ouch. I didn't know he was starting without me.
She's walking over.
This is not right. Is it? Oh, okay.
I don't know how to set it up right. So we have the, what do you call it? The pop.
Pop filter.
The pop filter. I don't know. Every time when you say pop filter, I want to say boom mic for some reason. Oh, I know you can tighten that up. Yeah, so Emma is like the equipment. She's like the.
Yeah, no, this is not. We should take a picture and post
I know,
it.
right?
This is nothing fancy. Oh, look, there you go.
Wow. You literally did that in about 5 seconds, and I spent 30 minutes trying to set this thing up. I mean, it's not like a big old technological advance if we take a picture. But hey, it gets the job done.
Excuse me.
So, I guess we're going to really get started.
Should I scoot it over? Or are you going to like lean in? There we go.
Okay. So
we only took a 30-minute
45-minute detour.
Trying to put the baby to sleep.
I'm telling you, I don't know if he has like restless hand syndrome or something, but I literally put him down and he was on his back and he'd fall asleep and then he'd fidget with his hands and then he'd be up. I'm like, what the? And then he'll fall back down like, what you doing? What you doing? And then I was like,
he's like, you're not really going to leave me, are you? You don't think you're going to leave me here.
I was like, boy, go to sleep. You were done. He's like, literally, he is tired.
Yeah. We swaddle him still, and he likes it sometimes, but he still gets mad. I don't know. Yeah, he's trying to break out, and he's like,
it's like, just sleep.
I don't know what it is.
Did Daniel go this long with the swaddle?
No, not at all.
Was he this hard to put to sleep?
You know, I think because since you were gone, he was just in the bed with me anyway. So, I don't know. Like, we're training Titus differently since you are here this time. You know, he can't be in the bed with me because, I mean, I know that Daniel, like, yeah, he would end up in the bed with me every night. He'd start off in the pack and play, and then he'd end up in the bed.
But it's funny because it wasn't that hard when he got his own bed. Like, we didn't have to wean him off of sleeping in the bed with us or anything like that. He just, I mean, as far as I remember, which isn't that far, but still, I remember, is that we put him in his bed and he didn't really wake up in the middle of the night or cry or run over to us or anything like that. So,
yeah, I was like so nervous because I knew he had, you know, spent his whole first year pretty much with me by myself in the bed. And then when we got back to the house and we got the room and everything the first night, I was like, oh, I'm so nervous how this is going to go. And he went straight to bed.
And I was like, put the boy in the bed. Let's see what happens. Trying to go to sleep.
He went to sleep and he did just fine.
And ever since then, that's what, I don't know what it is. The firstborns, they're the easy children. They trick you like, oh, man, parenting is easy. I'll just go ahead and have more and more kids because they'll be just like him and just even more people to love. And then the second one comes. It's like, oh, we should probably put a number on how many we're going to have in this family.
Yeah.
But we love him. But sometimes he annoys me.
But just why can't he sleep through the night?
Why can't see? That's the thing. He tricks people out in public. They're like, oh, he's so cute. He's such a good baby.
Oh my gosh. Nobody ever believes it. They're like, I'll take him. He's so cute. I don't know what you're talking about.
What he does is he hits everyone with the baby eyes, and when they're not looking, they hit you with that side eye with fire in them at us and like.
Because he's like, he's so cute and he's such a happy, good baby. Which, I mean, he is.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
during the day.
I don't know. Like, at night, he just will not go to sleep. I mean, he's what, 5, about to be 6 months soon?
Or 4, about to be 5.
No, he's 5 already. He's 5 months. He's about 5.5, I think.
Agree to disagree.
Well, just do the math. He was born in July, August, September, October, November, December, January. He's about to be 6 months.
What did I say?
4.
Rewind the tape. I don't believe it.
Anyways, so yeah, he's, I know he's so little, but I'm just tired. I'm tired.
I have to say this is my least favorite phase. And not just because of Titus, but this phase right here is like,
Yeah.
if they came out around 8 months
Yeah.
and they didn't like destroy your body.
8 months.
Really?
Like seriously, that was what was in my head. What did we do the other day? Did the same thing, remember? We did the same thing. That was so weird.
It had something to do with food or something, I feel.
Food? Oh, it was a hat.
Oh, that's right. Oh. Yeah, your sister knit you some hats.
Yeah.
And then I really like one. And he's like, she needs to make me one.
Yeah.
And then Emma asked me, well, what color should you get? And I was like, In my head, I was like, don't want to do black. It's like, it's black's just easy. You don't want to do red, even though red's my favorite color. And then as soon as I said, maroon sounds good, Emma says,
oh, I said, what about maroon?
And I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was legit just thinking that. Maroon was on my head. It was coming down to my tongue. So that was the second thing in that one night, though, that
there was something
I think I said something.
Yeah, and I was like, I was just gonna say that, but I can't remember what that was.
I think it was when we were watching Madden.
It was when we were watching the show, but I can't remember.
We're just so connected. It was funny. We laughed at that.
Yeah.
So that's exactly how we laughed. Like, maroon.
So stupid.
It's like incredible.
Like that.
We will always win in charades or taboo.
No, in
Pictionary?
Yeah, Pictionary. I don't know.
We don't really play on the same teams in Pictionary. Not really.
No.
It's because I really just want to play and beat you. I want to beat the best.
But you didn't beat me, and you don't beat me.
And are we going to talk about that game night?
What?
All right. We're going to talk about our game night that we had?
Yeah, what about it?
So, look here, y'all. We did wives versus husbands taboo.
We did both.
Well, I'm talking about
taboo and Pictionary.
Okay, well, I'm talking about taboo right now.
Okay.
And the first clue she had was freaking the word that they needed to guess was lizards. And all she said was leaping. And then someone else, and one of her teammates said lizards. And I was like, oh, y'all, we about to lose this. I'm like, all right, let's just buckle in and have some fun. Because this is going to be a long night for the guys. And
like,
sure enough.
That was so funny because I knew I was like testing the waters. I was like, if somebody gets it off of this clue, we're going to win. Like, they're my type of people, that play games. And so, yeah, it was lizards. And I was like, leaping. And she said, lizards. I was like, yes, we're going to win.
I was like, what? And I was like, y'all, I'm sorry. We probably should have done couples or something because we probably not going to have that much fun here. I wouldn't even guess that if I was on your team.
I know, which makes me so mad. That's why it depends on the game because I feel like what other game is like that? Is it, I guess, Heads Up, kind of. I don't know, certain games where I have to like describe things to you, you just don't connect things quickly.
Because I don't have the whimsical way of thinking like you or something.
I try to like build a story, to get when I'm giving a clue because I'm trying to make it as like descriptive as possible, I think. But without, like taboo, you can't say certain words or like Heads Up, you can't say the word. And so like I try to tell like the story or especially if it's something like a 2-part word, Anyways, and Josh like he just does not, like, he'll be on the right track, and then I'll say something else to get him to say, like, the other half of the word, and that throws him completely off.
See, what the word,
I'm like, Josh!
But the word would be, like, telescope or something if it was Pictionary. She would draw a telephone or something, and I would get the first clue.
No, Pictionary's different.
Well, I'm trying to think I don't know a good example off the top of my head.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like Heads Up when it's certain words, and I'm like trying to get you to say.
No, y'all. Who are y'all with me or not again or not with me when it's like if it's a clue, if it's a word, you say a clue like, okay, whatever that clue is, then that's the word that's associated to it or pretty close to it. It's not, all right, that's a clue. All right, cool. Now keep that in your head. That's the word I want you to say, but that's not the word. I need to build upon,
It sounds complicated, but it's not. Like, if I try,
it's not that complicated, but it's still just.
We should play, and then you can hear.
I guess we
what
could.
I'm saying.
I guess we could do that in a little bit.
But yeah, I'm just trying to say, like, I don't know. Why did we start talking about? Oh, game night. Yeah, so we won.
Yes.
Really, we beat them so bad. So we played Taboo and we beat them. Actually, we didn't win by that much in Taboo. Like, it wasn't like a huge blow. Yeah. But then we played Pictionary and yeah, we beat them by a lot.
We first started the games like, all right, y'all, we had to go to like, I don't know, 25 or something like that. Then we started playing, then they got about 8 in a row. It's like, what are y'all talking about? I said like 50. Come on now. And then they went on like a 12-0 streak, and then we got one.
My gosh. You would have thought that they won. Like, I think it was luggage, too. I remember. It was luggage. And we were almost there.
Let me tell y'all.
And all of a sudden, you just hear, I think you said it, and then... Oh my, like, all of them exploded. Like, imagine, like, those cans that have the springy, like, those little spring things in it. You know, when you open it, it's like, woo! Like, that's what happened. Like, they just all exploded like confetti or like a party popper.
Like, he guessed the word, and I blacked out. I got so happy. I don't even know what happened.
You ended up on the floor.
I ended up on the floor when I came.
Oh, shoot.
I ended up on the floor when I came to, but I know he got the word, and I was screaming, and I was just filled with such jubilation. It was incredible.
Jubilation, good word.
It was a good word. Too bad it wasn't that, because we would have got it too. But I mean, just imagine a group of black people and someone said a really good joke.
Y'all weren't all black.
No, we all weren't black, but I'm just saying how black people go. Just, we were that. We were that.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly.
And let me just tell you,
Google black people and magic tricks.
And yes.
Or YouTube that, and that was what they did.
And let's just say that happened all 8 of the points that we got.
Then y'all went on like a 5.
We went on a streak, and let me tell y'all, it didn't even matter if we were there or not. We still see, that's the reason why the game lasted like 3 hours, because if we ever got a question right, it was at least 30 to 45 seconds of pure celebration.
Seriously, I was like, y'all are losing by like 20. But it didn't matter.
We coming back. We are coming back. This is it. This is our time.
Yeah, because y'all got 5 in a row. And so then
we were lighting up. We were on fire.
Yeah, the second one that they got, they were like, I mean, I don't know how the kids didn't wake up because they were asleep.
Me neither. I don't know why we didn't have a noise complaint. But let me just say, I think we've gotten into like 5 from y'all. Like y'all were like 5 points ahead. We were like,
no, what? Y'all got within 5?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
You think we got closer?
No, less. Then after that 5, then y'all didn't really do much after that little streak.
Well,
it was funny though.
I'm just saying.
But I mean, it was so fun because it was nice to be with other like competitive, people, because
we play for keeps.
Yeah, like, because game night is you're supposed to want to win, you know? Like, I don't understand. Me and Josh have talked about this before. Like, we've had game nights in other groups or different things, and like, they don't want to win. Like, they're like, oh, she can go for me. I don't really care.
And
like,
as you hear, she's portraying females, because it's usually that, because the husbands are like, y'all,
I know.
You got to take this cake.
I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is, because this is exactly what happened. It was guys versus girls, which I usually don't like to do for that reason, because the guys get pretty competitive. They at least try, Yeah. And the girls are like, oh, like, they don't want to get competitive, or they get like embarrassed. I don't know. So that's exactly what happened. We did guys versus girls. And then, like, we were doing the heads up game, and we weren't even doing like charades or nothing. It was just, if you've ever played heads up, there's different categories and you just have to describe. So you don't even have to act silly or anything. Mm-hmm. And when it was our turn, like, we were losing, we
bad.
No, we weren't losing bad.
Y'all were losing bad.
We probably were losing bad.
Crushing them.
Probably, I don't know. But I just know we weren't winning. And I was like, come on, like, we gotta win. And it was this other girl's turn. And she's like, oh, you can let my daughter go. And she's like 8 years old,
And I was like,
Because they were like, the little kids were trying to play, and I was like, no, go away. Like, I don't know.
I'm like, saboteurs.
And so she's like, you can let her go. And then the little 8-year-old is over here, and I'm just like, oh.
And he was like, wrong time out. Time for the guys to go. Here we go, guys. Let's do this.
They didn't take no mercy.
We took no mercy. Like, I was kind of, I was looking at him. I was like, oh, I feel your pain. I was looking at it across the room on that side of losers.
I know. I was like, I want to be on the guys team. I think I even said that a little bit. Like, I know that's probably, I don't know. I guess don't invite us to game night if you're like, we'll probably ruin your game night.
You're not about that life.
I know. It's just, I don't know. I don't really care for the whole, like, oh, it's just for fun. Like, yes, it's supposed to be fun too. Like, yes, let's be fun. But it's fun to be competitive, you know? I don't know. That's just me, and that's just how I feel about it. Why are you staring?
I was listening.
Oh, I was like, you're just watching the little sound thing.
Oh, no. I mean, I was listening to you and looking at it at the same time. Excuse me if I didn't blink.
I know. That's what I was saying.
Last
are you
30
okay?
seconds.
Just, like, staring. Anyways, yeah, so that was that.
Yeah. But, hey, you love game night. So, I didn't want to pause it. I am so excited. Why am I excited, Emma, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. You asked me with your eyes.
I did.
Exactly. So, some of you may already know, but I am applying to be a special agent in the Air Force. And to do that involves...
Every time you say that, I feel like you need to cue the song.
What, the Air Force? Oh.
Secret agent man.
Special
Is it even Special Agent Man?
Is it?
I don't
is it
think
not
it
special?
is.
Oh my gosh, let me see.
Secret Agent Man. See, she don't know songs, so she over talking about me. Look at her.
Oh my bad, it is. You're right.
I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I know
Let's
what
see.
you're talking about.
Secret.
You about to put special to me?
I was Asian man. Secret what? Secret agent
man. Yeah, Asian man.
Special Asian man.
It's like they just doing their own thing.
I'm all kinds of wrong. Oh shoot! I was trying to find this song. Anyways, sorry. Every time you say it, I want to sing that song in my head. Yeah.
So yeah, I have to go through a retraining process, and I have to get a letter saying that hey, he's qualified to do all that stuff. Well, there's a test that you have to take, hearing and no, is it not? It's not hearing. No, it's a speaking out loud public speaking test, which you guys obviously know I passed, like with flying colors. No, and I have to take a color vision test, and this is something you all may not know, but I can't see certain shades of red. I felt like I said that weird. Certain shades.
That's why he was joking about passing the public speaking.
Yes, that's exact. I didn't pass it with flying colors. Actually,
you're like, I passed it with flying colors. It's certain shades.
Sure, that's alright. Thanks. I mean, but no, yeah, seriously, I had to do the reading out loud test. But I mean, in my defense, they were like, my grandfather wears a fleece of wool.
No, didn't you say like you couldn't take a break, right?
Yeah, you can't take a break. You can't take too long of a pause. You can't stumble across any words and anything like that.
You had to start over.
And yeah, if you do, you have to start over. And it's this one long page word of a freaking fable or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, but I did pass that. But the color vision test, like I said, I can't see certain shades of red and green. Talk slower with that. But I can see the street lights. So don't worry about that, y'all. We will make it to your house if you invite us. So I got that now, and pretty much I have to give it to the recruiting agent, and they have to make sure that they will still take me and say, oh, you know what? He's not going to be defusing any bombs, so go ahead and take him on. But I'm finally at that part because it took me about a month and a half to get this one little paper from medical. And now with that, I can actually proceed and actually see if they're going to take me or not. And, you know, of course, I hope they do take me. But if they don't, then that's good to know because now I won't have to be using this time for that and actually move on to some other opportunities that I want to pursue. But, I mean, fingers crossed, y'all. We'll see. So I got that today, and I'm super excited. And I emailed the guy, and now it's just a waiting game.
And then what?
And then if they say, yeah, you're good to go, then I'll continue with the process of actually being selected, which I work at a headquarters and I know the commander and a lot of the folks over there.
Okay.
So, I mean,
name dropper.
I'm just saying, when I walk through the hall, they're like, "Oh, dang, what's up, King? Hey, my RAM is low." And I'm like, "I got you, man."
Oh, like your computer.
Yeah, my computer is not working. It's freezing. Oh, don't worry, I got the heater in my pocket.
And you said, I can't be certain straight for that.
And it's like, ooh. You know what? Let's put him back behind the desk. Let's make sure he don't talk to nobody. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited for it. I'm glad that it actually came. It came a lot faster than I expected to. So
a month and a half is faster than you were expecting?
Yeah, because they were saying like it would take almost like 4 months, and they were saying like you would have to hound them and keep calling them to get it done. You would have to drive over to Andrews, which is in Maryland.
Maybe they really want you.
Hey.
Maybe they really need you or something. But then,
like you need me, like you want me.
Then, like you were saying, that we might end up in San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean that's a very strong possibility. What?
Nothing. It's so weird.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a very strong possibility that if I get selected and I am a cyber agent, a special agent. A special Asian. I was trying to say Asian, but agent wanted to still come out. Special Asian Cyberman is what I would be. But yeah, that's one of 3 big places that I would go. But if I freaking put San Antonio, I'm like, what? You want to go there? Please. By our means.
By our means.
And this is why they keep. I'm not even gonna lie. This is why y'all listen, right? Y'all want to hear me mess up.
I don't know why. Like when we were vlogging, I wish that I would have kept track of all the times that Josh messed up his words for like no reason though. That's what I would be editing, and I would just start laughing because I'm like, Josh, you're not talking to anybody. You're not in a conversation with anybody. Like, there's no rush or no need.
All I hear is a lot of judging right now. That's what I'm hearing.
And it was always stuff like that. By our means.
I don't know. Leave me alone, gosh.
Like, it's just so close, Joshua. So close.
He's like, you almost finished a story without messing up a word, but you wouldn't be Josh if you did.
Oh my gosh, there was so many examples like that.
I don't even think I should podcast like this because I'm not going to be able to make any good brought to you by sponsored messages. I'm like,
no, they just
Hot Pockets. It burns your mouth and eyes. I don't know. I'm sorry. Take 2.
Oh, I don't know. That's a classic. That's like a perfect by our means.
I have dyslexia of the tongue.
It is. That is exactly what it is. Like, yeah. I don't know how else to say.
My tongue's upside down.
He would do that exact thing. Like,
I even messed up on the proposal. When I proposed to you, I even messed up my words too with that. I'm like,
well, you did?
Emily, you can.
Oh, well, that's understandable because you're nervous, and I don't even remember because I was like so nervous.
I remember because I'm like, she'll never accept me now. I can't even say 5 words on my knee. She'll never take my hand.
Words on my knee.
She'll never take my hand in marriage.
Well, that's a hard thing. I mean, I don't blame you.
It's not a hard thing, but my thing is like
that is hard.
Like I sat there trying to say your whole name, Emma Lydia Angel Reyes, and I sat there messing up. I should have just said Emma. that left less room for
that less room.
That left less room for
less room
for mistakes. But hey,
I don't know.
I got you now.
If I was already past the whole thing about my ring being in a cheesy pizza, I think if I was already not offended by that, I think you were good.
True.
So,
I mean, I was just going for the shock value.
But that was funny.
With the boom. Yeah. I mean, so I'm sorry, guys. If you don't like your podcast with dyslexic words, then you're in for a long ride.
Oh, is that a thing? That has to be a thing. But it only happens when you're like when you're normally talking to me, it doesn't happen.
No, but it happens a lot at work too, and
At work too.
I hope people don't hear me like when I have a conversation. They're like, hey Josh, how's it going? I'm like, good man, just going when you.
What?
Like it's even hard for me to explain my mess ups.
I know,
but I'm just saying, like,
I'm telling you, I wish I could have had a compilation of all the times that while I'm editing, I'm like, huh? Did you just say?
And all I do is just I keep going with it.
Like, there's one video in my head. I have to go back and find it because I know the video, I know the vlog, but I can't remember what you said. And I don't even know if I put it in the vlog because you might have like corrected yourself. But I know while I was editing that vlog, I was like, Josh, get it together.
Well, I was messing it consistently.
Yes, like, and it's just so subtle. That's what it is. It's like, it's just one, or it's a word, you know, and it's like the thought makes sense. You just flip the words wrong, or like what you just did right now. What did you just say?
By our means, or something like that. I don't know. I just think that my lips are really long and my tongue is heavy. So, you know, it's just kind of hard.
By our means.
Is that going to be the title of this podcast, I guess? Hey, you know what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm making a brand here. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, that.
See, all these stuff I'm messing up.
All these stuff.
See, I'm putting it on the shirt.
All these stuff. Oh, man. You're going to hear this a lot.
Yeah.
If this bothers you. This is how it always happens because I catch everything like that.
It's not the fact that you catch it, but you're not even like a good wee man to like at least throw it under the rug. You're like, look what he did.
No, of course not. You would do the same to me. You would not be like, oh, that's not what she meant. You'd point it out and laugh. Just
probably. I wouldn't pounce.
Exactly.
It is a dog eat dog world in this house.
Yeah, that's not my fault. Don't be mouth dyslexic.
Hey, you're right. Hey, you better be on your game or not. I'm gonna catch you slipping. Yeah, she catch me slipping a lot more than I catch her.
Oh, that is so funny. I'll hear him talking to his dad on the phone, and he does the same thing.
What?
Just those little, like, I don't know what it is.
I'm telling you, it's because my IQ is so high that my mind is like...
No, that is not what it is.
Everybody playing chess, I'm playing chess.
No, chess.
Chess.
You said chest.
I told you my lips are long. You thought I was joking? I know what I mean. We're not gonna spend this whole podcast talking about my mess up.
Stop talking. Stop talking. I don't know what to tell you. I was trying to tell the story of you talking to your dad, but then you just go and do more. Anyways, I don't know. That's so funny. I know it's because that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, do I point out every single one? Sometimes I let them go. Sometimes, yeah, but sometimes I don't.
Well,
sorry.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So
my army. Keep going.
She got jokes, y'all. Well,
it's so sad because Josh is so witty.
His talent is wasted on his messed up talking, is what you're saying.
He's so clever.
Leave me alone.
He's so witty and clever, but poor Josh.
The execution never quite matches up.
You're just, the execution.
It never quite matches up.
Oh, that is so funny.
It's because I'm talking out of my means. That's what it is. I'm trying to say words.
No, that's not even what it is. Because like when it's just me and you, and like we're just talking.
I think you just become immune to it all.
No, trust
you just
me.
can't hear it
No,
anymore.
I hear it.
It's like
just
a fine wine.
I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I don't.
Neither do I.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. All right. So besides my words being something great to talk about and throughout your day, what have you been up to? What? I didn't
Nothing.
mess
I'm
up.
just laughing. It's
Oh,
just
I
funny.
didn't mess that up.
No. Huh? Wait. What, oh, was I supposed to talk about something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So today, because I remember, or y'all remember that I told you about doing photography, and that's what I have been studying and practicing and
Honing your
skills.
skills.
Exactly. So, I've been trying to get a lot better at studio lighting because I started off, outdoors, natural lighting, family sessions and stuff. And then I wanted to start doing boudoir and like fitness.
So how would you describe boudoir? Because I got
True.
caught up in that situation again the other day.
I told you how to say
And
it.
I forgot what you said. You said something about it was classy lingerie. Golly! I'm getting annoyed at myself right now. I'm getting annoyed at myself. What the?
I wasn't even going to say anything that time.
Classy lingerie?
Yes.
That's what you said?
Yeah, like
That's how you would describe
I know,
it?
because I told my sister while I was on the phone and she Googled boudoir and she's like, what? You want to take pictures of, I don't know what happens when you Google boudoir.
I'm like, hey, you probably find
But I guess it was like,
pictures that sell.
yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, no. But anyways, I mean, there's all different styles of boudoir. Actually means like woman's chambers in French or something like that, like a woman's room. That's basically what it means. But as far as photography,
Impressive. I did not know that.
I told you that already.
I do not remember.
That's like that's like the story of our marriage. Impressive. You're so smart. I said that like 10 minutes ago. Oh, I don't remember.
Well, impressed me then and impressed me now.
Oh my gosh, Josh.
You never cease to amaze me.
Anyways. Yes, that's what it means. And yeah, so there's all different like levels and styles, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
And some are definitely more like not the tasteful kind that I want to do. Like some are just not what I would want,
Yeah.
like I guess more Playboy-esque, like leg spread and stuff like
It's what they
that.
was looking at in the 50s.
What do you mean?
Like in the magazines, because I don't know, because I don't live in the 50s, but I'm pretty sure they probably didn't have everything on display in those magazines.
Playboy, yeah, I think they've always had full nude.
Oh, I don't even know anymore.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so yeah, they just some are like, pretty, just, I don't know, I guess
Racy.
yeah, more raunchy, more raunchy, and I don't really care for the raunchiness. I like more of the tasteful kind, and I mean, because it's fun, and that's the whole thing of boudoir is you get, it's hair and makeup, you get glammed up, and you don't have to be in bra and underwear. Like, you can do, like, a big, like, a baggy sweatshirt and, like, thigh-high socks and, like, a messy bun, and have some pictures like that, and that can be sexy and cute. You can wear your husband's, like, t-shirt and or, like, button-down shirt and that kind of thing.
I like that one.
So, there's all different kinds. I mean, you're more than welcome, of course, to do bra and underwear. Sure, that's fine. And I don't care about that. But I'm just saying, as far as, like, the posing of it, like, I don't want any, like, leg spread. And anyways, I really love boudoir because it's so much fun. And it, like, kind of lets me tap into a little bit more of the artsy side of photography, with the posing and the lighting and stuff versus family shots. I mean, not that family shots can't be artsy, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I was doing more just studying up on lighting and trying to learn how to do studio lighting. And I there's a website called creativelive.com, which has tons of workshops or just lessons about pretty much anything. I think like all kinds of things. What? Shut up. Oh.
LLC.
And so anyway, so there was one, and it said fine art nude photography or something like that. And like the thumbnail was exactly the type of lighting that I want to learn, you know? So I watched one and I was like, ooh, this is really interesting. And then I looked at the lessons and it was exactly what I was looking for. But I was like, well, that's kind of weird though. Like, I don't want to shoot nude, you know? I have no interest in nude photography at all. So I purchased it though, and I was watching it and I was like, it probably won't be like full on nude. It was full on nude. Like full on nude. And they had a girl first. And so she says, you know, okay, you can hand your robe to so and so, and then the girl's talking like the instructor, and then they pan back over to the girl, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like she don't have underwear on or nothing. Like she is full on nude. Oh my gosh, I don't know, like I just wasn't, I mean, I know it said nude, but I was thinking like for sure boobs, okay, fine, and then maybe underwear, but no, she was like full on nude, like badge and everything.
I think they got full on nude.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. I don't know, and then so then they brought a guy out, and I'm like, okay, they're not gonna show his wiener. There's just no way. Like I don't know, that's just different. No, they showed his wiener. And I was like, oh my god. I don't know, like I probably couldn't have been in there because they would have kicked me out because I would have been that annoying, like, you know, like take this seriously, you know, because I would be like,
this is about the art.
I know, and I would have been giggling because I'm like, oh, whoa.
What are you laughing at? He's an Adonis.
So, but it was super helpful. It was exactly what I was looking for, like exactly like with the lighting and, you know, how to pose, because like I want to do fitness. I want to get into fitness photography as well, and that has everything. Lighting is everything when it comes to muscles and showing them off. So anyways, that was that. And so I texted Josh when he was on his way home, and I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm watching like a nude photography class.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, what? You watching this like by yourself? Like, hold on now, like that's 4 or 5 levels of nasty. That
it's not nasty.
I mean, I didn't know what you were watching at first, but
true.
I just knew that you were watching something new. I'm like, that's 4 or 5 levels above what, you know, we are. We got to get there together. You just can't go, you know, hop on that train by yourself.
Yeah. So it was very interesting. So, but I guess, I mean, I've never taken like an art class like that before. So if you've done that in college and stuff, you're probably used to it. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and I'm sure when you're in the actual situation or in that environment, people, you know, it's professional, so it'll
that's what I mean.
Take that off, like unless you're very immature or like I don't care, look at it, you know, or something like that. But I mean,
no, I thought, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to do nude. I think that's not really what I care to do.
It's probably a lot of money in it though.
Is there? Who wants nude
of themselves? So you just put a big old canvas,
like
right,
who wants
in the living
nude
room?
pictures of themselves, or I don't want a naked picture. Like I like, and that's why I was looking up this lighting, because I love the lighting with that, you know, that showcases the curves and like highlights, and it's more shadowy and more like noir style, like, you know, film noir, like that. More shadow and dark, and moody, and like you just see a pop of light like along the hips or something like that, but you don't see anything else like that.
So when you when you feel we have like that soft jazz.
No, because that's weird.
And then no one's actually smoking a cigarette, but you got to have smoke in the background.
Yes, that would be cool. Yes, exactly.
So there I was on a rainy Tuesday night, and I got a call.
That's exactly what I want. No, but that's why I was thinking about calling it like boudoir noir or something like that. Not that that's original, because that's already taken.
I'm sure
if you Google it, but like that's a style that I like, that moody, dark, contrasty light and stuff. Mm-hmm. So like I don't want my boudoir pictures to be like, here, go lay on a bed and laugh. You know, like I have those too.
We're gonna do a fairy edit of your boudoir.
Yeah, like no, that's all right. Even though I mean that does exist too, but there's a genre for everything. But you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't want to say I'm like a boudoir photographer because I took a picture of somebody in their lingerie. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm
right there? No, not at all.
What? What do you mean? Why is that hard?
I don't understand how you said just because I am.
No, I'm trying to, like, I don't want to just put a girl in a bed in her underwear and be like, oh, I do boudoir.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, okay.
So.
You take it to the next level is what
yeah, like, I'm trying to actually,
I'm tracking now.
master the lighting. So it's actually, like, art, I guess. I'm going to start wearing, like, a beret and, like, black turtleneck and be all snobby, like, you don't understand my life.
Understand, it's all for the art.
So, anyways. Wait, didn't you say you were going to say something about the light that I got?
Oh, yeah. What is that thing you got in the mail? It looked like a little space light thing or something. It's like a round light thing. That's a perfect description of it, too, by the way. Don't judge me.
It's called a ring light. That's exactly what it's called.
That's exactly what it looked like.
If you've ever watched YouTube makeup tutorials or stuff, a lot of those girls use ring lights.
Are those the same? If you know, when you watch people who give like those testimonials, like especially like those UFC fighters, whatever they used to do them, and they had the ring of light in their eyes. Is that thing?
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what it does. That I want to do that. They're known.
First, those are called catch lights. Like anytime that light is caught in the eye of the subject, whatever it is. So ring lights are known for their interesting catch light because it's so unique of being a circle in both eyes like that. They're like known. So you know when somebody's using a ring light because you can see the circles in their eyes, you know?
Impressive. You learn something new every day. Here she goes. She just scored y'all. So really? So you're saying I want to take a picture like that, be all close and have some ring lights
do
in
you
my
remember
eyes.
even those early 2000 like rap videos when they would like fish bowl into like the camera and be like blah 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 and like you could see like the big circles in their sunglasses. Like that's kind of the same thing. You could achieve a similar effect that way.
Intriguing.
Anyways, I got one of those so to help.
That thing looked legit. I'm telling y'all, hey. She already a master, but now she's getting hardware behind her.
I am not a master.
Come on now, girl.
I'm learning modest. For sure.
No, you're learning, but you are definitely not the average old Joe out there at the camera. Anyone can have a camera.
They say you're a momtographer, you know.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like they have
that's almost like a derogatory term.
It is. That's what I was saying. That is so rude. Like, because with anything, and Josh and I were talking about this, it doesn't matter what it is, like, there's always going to be groups. And you're not going to belong in one of them, or you're going to, get shunned by the other. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Video games, movies, YouTube, like, it doesn't matter what it is. Food, yeah, exactly. You have people that are the food stuff. Oh, I never cook unless it's organic, and then other people that are like, I just like butter. And then if you don't like butter, like, oh, I'm vegan and I'm not vegan. And, so there you go. Exactly. Like anything you can think of, there's always some type of groups like that.
And I feel like it's worse now, especially with Facebook and internet, other social media sites where these groups are specifically called that and created for that purpose of bad mouthing and showing.
Not even bad mouthing, but just you don't belong to the other group. You belong to this one.
But right, and in terms of so by you saying, and I'm not saying that for all groups, but I'm saying for a lot of groups that they sit there like our way of doing it is better than theirs, and they are worse. And that's what I mean by bad mouthing. Yeah. And it's just like, can we all just like food together, or can we all just be style of photographer? You can whatever.
Break off, I guess, but I don't know. It doesn't have to be a us versus them.
It's such a mob mentality out there.
It is. It's so annoying. I'm
like PC culture. No, this is divisive culture.
It's everything.
And that actually a perfect example. I don't know if you guys ever seen that YouTube video. I saw it on Facebook, but I think it's a YouTube video at first of this guy throwing food at his golden retriever in slow motion, and dog is always missing it.
That video's been around for a while.
Yeah,
and
for like hilarious. A couple of years. Yeah, so I just recently saw it on my Facebook page again, and I just watched it again because it's just funny. Yeah, and then I looked at like the first comment because usually it only gives you one comment from like the hundreds that's on there, and that one comment said, oh, he's just a dog, like with feelings or whatnot. Like, it was just something stupid. I was like, oh my gosh, don't tell me they're even doing it on this video. Like, how can you? So I go on there, and of course they're saying, Like, how could anyone ever throw food at an animal that they love? Like, I train my dogs to eat food straight out of my hand. He's not like a common zoo animal. And people were like, this dog is eating human food, like eating hot dogs and hamburgers and cheese and
carrots being thrown at him.
I was just like, how even still? And it's just so funny because, like we said, this video has been out for like at least 5 years.
Yeah.
And these
Not
type...
5, but yes.
It was a long time. Maybe even 5 years. I don't know.
Like 2.
Longer than that. I know it's longer than that. But anyways, the point is when it first came out, we didn't see comments like that of like, poor dog.
Not as much, yeah.
I think more people were like, this is either funny or, man, that dog is being fed good.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing like, this is a bad owner for throwing food at the dog. And it's just like, wow. Like, there is literally a side. There's a fence in everything now. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. So we are not a PC politically correct culture. We are now a DC, decisive culture.
PC has made everybody DC.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I know. And
even with PC, people are like, I say what I want. I don't care if you like it or not. And people are like, you need to stop being rude. So there you go. Even with PC,
PC is supposed to be like the correct term. But yeah, I mean, now you can't say anything. That's why we don't care anymore. There's no reason. I mean, not to be rude. Like, I'm not going to go be rude, but I'm just saying, like, we like to make fun of people and things. And
this is Underground Radio.
y'all. That brings up another good topic of making fun of the whole photographer thing that I was showing you that went viral. Like, I don't know if y'all saw this. I mean, it went super viral, so I'm pretty sure it passed through on your news feed somewhere. Uh-huh. But it was this person was like, this is not a joke. This really happened. And apparently they hired a person who said that they were a professional photographer. They paid him $250. They took family pictures. And then when they got them back, like, they looked like cartoon faces. Like cartoon faces on like normal people bodies.
It was excellent.
Yeah, like they look like Lego people kind of.
It was the exact replication of like Sharknado, but in terms of photography, it was so bad that it was good.
It was funny, yeah.
Yeah, like I could honestly, if I was that family, I would at least have one picture up on a wall of that from that.
Especially because it went so viral.
Yeah, because it went so viral, and the fact
there's no way.
Now.
Yeah,
like y'all pay for this.
Yeah,
like
so then
funny.
It was funny, and then of course this is exactly what happens because everybody has to have an opinion, and not just do you have an opinion, but you got to be the right one, and you got to be the loudest one with your opinion. And so of course I'm part of several photography groups, and to me, when I first saw it, I just thought it was funny. Like, and honestly, I don't know if it was real. Like, I didn't know if it was real or if they were making it up but apparently a photographer was named. So I don't know. I don't know if it was real, but if it was, like, I just thought it was funny. And maybe it's just because I don't embarrass easily.
And what do you mean? Sorry to stop you.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if it was me being a photographer the way, and one of my really horribly, but this was really bad. Like, anyways, but if something I did went really viral because of how bad it was, like, I would be embarrassed a little bit, but then at some point you just got to own it, and just be like, yeah, you know what? You want this type of editing? Come pay me money and I'll do it for you. You know what I mean? And like, then you own it and now it's your thing. And I don't know, you can turn it around and
she should have done that.
I don't think she did. Yeah. I think she deleted everything. But anyway, so like in these groups that I'm part of, somebody was sharing it. And of course you have people like the poor photographer, like her feelings, like everybody's such a bully and they're so mean. And I'm just like, I mean, they're not attacking her personally. Like, they're not saying she's an ugly, fat, person that's so horrible and mean. And, like, they're not attacking her as a person. They're attacking her work, And
I said in that vein, that may actually hurt more when you think about it. Because it's like, now you're attacking me creatively. And, like, you're attacking my work, which is an extension of myself.
Yeah, I know. So but I'm just saying, they're not, like, to where, like, if somebody was attacking them physically on their physical appearance and stuff, like, I wouldn't stand behind that at all, but people making fun of the way the pictures look because they did look funny.
No, oh my god,
they looked funny.
Hilarious.
I was laughing. I was like, why do they look like that?
It was funny. I don't see how that was an accident, or how you could say, yep, this is worth money.
Yeah, I just like I would be wanting a refund, you know. Anyways,
she would have to owe me money for my time. Like, nah, you give me my $250 back and give me $50. You know, how much did you pay for your editing program? Just give me that, because you obviously don't like it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know if it's real though, because like I was telling Josh, when you hire a photographer, usually you see some kind of portfolio, like even if it's a couple of pictures on their Facebook page or some type of portfolio where you've seen proven work. And so if it's not far off from that, like if it doesn't look that good and then they give you something that doesn't look that good, like that's what you were paying for. Like that's what you should expect, you know?
Spade being a spade.
Yeah, so I don't really know like what they were. Anyways, it was just this whole thing in all the photography groups of like some people were like, oh, it's funny. And then others be like, don't share that in here because that's bullying. And I'm just like, is it though? I mean, nobody's saying, I hope she dies because she sucks.
Strange.
Like, I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's kind of going again with the whole like, golly, you just can't say anything, you know? Right. So I don't know. That to me is just crazy, but
that's good time for me. Well, this is running a little bit long.
Oh, shoot. How long has it been?
It's almost an hour. So if you want to do this game right quick.
We're going to do a game?
Yeah, we're going to do
my phone's dying.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much?
I have 12%.
Oh, that's good. We can do, 2 rounds each?
No, too much.
Too much? Okay, 1 round each?
Sure.
I got to get my blood flowing first. I need to get practice round.
Okay, you go.
Do I want to go?
I'll describe.
Okay, so what we're about to do now is we're about to play Heads Up. It's a game that became popular by Ellen. She had it on her show a lot and played that game.
It's been around forever. It's like the Disney. If you're in line at Disneyland, this is the game. Yeah. Everybody's playing.
So essentially it's taboo, but with no words that you can't say. And the person with the phone puts it on their head and they have to guess what the word is based off the clues that the clue giver gives them.
Yeah, there's all different categories. And I pretty much have bought all the decks.
Yeah, so I don't think we really need to explain that much. But just in case for those who may not have ever heard of the game, there you go.
I know, I'm actually surprised at how many people have it. Because every time I'm like, hey, I want to play Heads Up, they're like, what's that?
Yeah, I think every single game night we went to, someone was like, what's that?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I've never played it.
So maybe we've done a lot of people with good service.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm going to download it now.
There's 2 decks of adult supervision.
What's taking so long?
There's 2 decks of adult supervision.
Okay, we'll pick one of them.
I was asking about that. Golly, so mean.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, it's on here?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Sipping on and juice.
Gin.
Yes. Oh, I can see my face. Whenever somebody is like a prostitute, they're a
whore. Oh, late in the night. Sink line and
yeah, what is it called in fishing? Isn't that what it's called?
Hook line. Hooker.
Yes, there you go. Oh, she's famous. She was famous in the 90s. Blonde, giant boobs.
Marilyn Monroe?
No, 90s, not 50s.
Oh, big boobs, blonde.
Yeah, she was like all over. No, she was like all over, like Playboy, and she was in
Gwen Stefani.
No, she's a porn star type person.
I'll skip that.
Oh my gosh. When you're tipsy, you're like
drunk.
Yes. The type of condoms that we use.
Trojan. Dang.
Yes. When you go like this with your boobs, what is this?
Cleavage.
Yes.
Count it.
Pamela Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know who she is?
Yeah, I know who she is. She's
Her and like Carmen Electra were like popular.
Carmen Electra was a porn star?
No, they're not porn stars, but they're of that same genre. Oh, I should have said Baywatch, but would you have even known that?
I don't know.
She was famous from Baywatch.
It's anyone's guess.
Okay, I'm going to do the same category.
All right, sounds good.
All right, ready? It's weird because your face is like right here.
Okay, she's famous for being famous.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. It's a type of car that's the horse is an emblem. It's usually always
Mustang.
red. No, it's always
Oh,
red. It's
shoot.
like a foreign car, like Italian car.
Jaguar? No.
Italian. It's small.
It's what?
Okay, skip.
I don't know.
So this is what people say, guys say when they have relations with a girl, like Irish. It's like, oh man, it's 2 words. Like, what's another way of saying like, hey man, he got laid? What's
Lucky?
Yeah, that's it.
Got lucky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is what you do with intercourse over a thing that you talk through to people in long distances.
Oh, sex talk? Or phone sex?
Yeah. He was in Punk, the host of Punk.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. This is what 50 Shades of Grey. What is that type of sex called?
Erotica or...
The type of sex.
Oh, bondage, BDSM,
Well,
S&M.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, isn't that the Rihanna song?
Yeah,
Is
I think it's BDSM.
S&M.
I don't know, y'all. Who was the best clue giver and best guesser? It's your choice. You decide.
I don't know. You're not a good guesser? No, you're a pretty good guesser.
I don't know.
I think Josh doesn't know people. And sometimes
I don't know
He doesn't
people.
really know pop culture. He doesn't really know...
Past pop culture.
No, even current pop culture.
I know current pop culture. I be popping.
Current pop culture.
I'm always be popping with these young cats. You don't telling people no.
I can't believe it's already been an hour.
Just about.
That went fast. Okay.
Yeah, so let us know. Is there something that you guys like? Did you enjoy hearing us fumble over our clues and getting only 5? We've done a lot better.
Half of this podcast is me laughing
That's true.
at you.
So if you don't want Emma laughing anymore, put that in the comments as well. Oh, I mean, I don't know. There are comments on the podcast. I don't think
Well,
there are.
wherever you post it.
Wherever I post, comment there. And on our Facebook page. That way we just, solve that problem.
Anyway.
So thanks for listening to us and hanging in there. And we look forward to seeing you on the next podcast. All right, we're out.